Good morning, everybody. Yes, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. It is market time. New week. It is a new week in the markets. Lebanese Eagle. Michelle, good morning to you. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. Good morning over there, everybody. Good to see yous. Good to see everybody. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Lebanese. Thank you. April, thank you. Daniela, thank you. JDM, thank you. I love TikTok Shop, baby. Who loves TikTok Shop in here? Who loves TikTok Shop in here? They got some great stuff over there. They got some great stuff, Daniela. Thank you, Daniela. Good morning, everybody. Suzette, good morning. Good to see you. Anya Spots, yes. Thank you, Anya. Everyone, hashtag I love TikTok Shop. Good morning, Kels. Good morning. It is a holiday week in the markets, everybody. It is a holiday week on the markets. Good morning, Richard. Good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you, Lebanese Eagle. Good to see you. Thank you, Daniela. Thank you. Yes. Let's go. Let's go. Sue Felicia. Border with me. Good morning as we get ready, everybody. Remember, we only trade setups. We don't care or think about the market. What do we feel about the market? Nobody cares. All we're doing is trading the setups. Miss Market is going to point us in the right direction, and we're going to trade the setups in those directions. How's that? How's that, everybody? Do we understand that one? Good morning, Tommy. To the moon, yes. Everyone's like, what do we think the market's going to do today? That screams amateur. What do we think the market's going to do today? We don't care what the market's going to do today. Miss Market points us in one direction or the other, and we trade the setups according to where she's going. We're not trying to predict where she's going. How's that worked out for you? Geo, yes. Good morning, everybody. Hector Isaias, yes, it is. We love TikTok Shop, yes. Remember, I love TikTok Live balloons are the goal today. Tara, thank you for the follow, sweetheart. Appreciate you. User Jules, thank you so much. Official KK, thank you so much. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hi, Jules. Adam, good morning to you. Shelly, Stringer, Miss Terry, good morning. Yes, yes, cheer, 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 cheer. Don't forget to get your heart me's in, everybody. Everyone right now, get your heart me. Anthony, good to see you. Good to see you. Jerry, good morning. Yes, Anya, we love TikTok Shop. Andrew, yes, K. Braden, Shelly. Good morning. We are at 6.5 cheers. We got to hit 200,000 today, guys. That was a pathetic showing over the weekend, by the way. What's up, TEC? Good to see you. Good, PHT. Good to see you. Shelly Stringer. Thank you, my Shelly. Thank you, Shelly Stringer. All right, let's get to work. Good morning, everybody. I hope you're doing well. We are in a holiday week here in the markets. Volume will be a little low this week, okay? But you're still trading your setups wherever which way Miss Market takes you. You want to go for your one-to-ones more this week than any other week, okay? Also, all we ask that you do is cheer. And by cheering, you just hit your screen. You'll see hearts coming up. Over there on the tubes, on YT and over here. YT, everybody right here on your phone. Let me see you do this. Let's go. Let's go. Donate if and when you can and share the live out. We only have 3 shares right now. So here we go. Share and repost the live. We are in a narrow state here on Miss Market. Thank you, Shelly and Daniela. I appreciate you. We're in position 1 currently here on the market. Okay, we are in position 1. 5-minute looks good on this market, but as we talked about yesterday, right there, our 15-minute 200 is just in the way. And then we have our 1-hour 200 right above it. You know, it's like, wah, wah, wah. Okay, my beauties. So here we go. We're going to pull this back to our execution time frame. It's going to be the 2 or the 5 minute. We got room up to 667. That'll be our first stop here on the SPY. If we get over that with a retest, we'll have room up to 673.50 and then 674. That's to the upside here on Miss Market. Now, of course, under 658, you're going to get under that hold number. You'll have room down to 651 and 646. Market needed a beautiful pullback, and over the last 2 weeks, we are finally getting that. Lebanese, thank you. Lebanese again, thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you, Daniela. Remember, we have the I Love TikTok Live balloons that we must finish off here this morning. The Qs, yes. Welcome to all our new VIP members from over the weekend. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the team. And welcome to learning how to trade correctly. All right, right now on the Q, same as the SPY. Thank you, Daniela. Same as SPY. We got our 15-minute right there. We got our 1 hour right there to the upside, okay? As we pull this back and get some more support, we are going to put it at 578. So right now we are in this narrow neutral state here. We're in position 1, same as the SPY. We're going to move this back out for you. We got room up to 603. That'll be your first stop here on the Qs. And then 613 on them Qs. Under 589, under that hold number, we have room down to 581 and 578. Good morning, John Wash. Good morning, Mazan. It shows me your @ usernames now. It doesn't show me the name that you have. Oracle, good morning. It is a beautiful Monday here in the markets. We are in a narrow state here on Oracle as we pull this back a little bit. Nice and narrow. That's what we want here on Oracle, okay? We have room up to that 5-minute 200. Then we have our 15-minute 200. On Oracle, okay? And then we have a pivot here at 213. We are going to now pull this back, and we're going to give you some support. So as we go to our execution time frame here on Oracle, my traders, we know above 199.23. Let's get over that 199.23 here on Oracle, and we will have room up to 213. Mark that down. To the downside here on Oracle, under 197. Get under the hold number, and then we want to retest that hold number coming back up, and then we'll have room down to 186. 186 will be your first set of support here on Oracle. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Kevin, look in my bio. You'll see a link. That's our VIP. Get in there, and we will get you going. Thank you, Lebanese, with the finger heart. Yes, it is Lebanese. We got 7 more I Love TikTok Live. Let's do some Amazon. Right now, we're in a neutral state here on Amazon. 5-minute looks pretty doozy here on Amazon, okay? We have room up to that 200 on the 15-minute here on Amazon, and then we have the 1 hour 200 right above it. We have a double bottom there at 215 that you need to mark out as well. So as we pull this back to the execution time frame, in our neutral state, we have room up to 229 and 231. That'll be our first level of resistance here on Amazon. As we get under 218.94, you'll have room down to 215 and 211.22. So what I want you to do is mark out these levels right here. Boom. That is your major resistance and supply areas here on Amazon. And to the downside, these are your major demand areas and support levels. Please mark those down on Amazon. Thank you, Nick, with the $4.99. Thank you, Nick, all the way, Nick. Yes, it is. Nvidia. All right, what do we got here on the vids? We are in a narrow state here on Nvidia to the moon. Let's see what we got here. Narrow state, we're in the whip zone on Nvidia. You got the 5-minute 200 right above you coming out of that whip zone. You also got your 15-minute right there and your 1 hour. So Nvidia's got some work to do to get over those major resistance points. As we pull this back for you here this morning, above 182, boom, 183.55 will be our first set of resistance. Then 186 and 190 here on Nvidia. As we come under, let's get under 176.78 here. All right, get under 176, 178 with a retest, and then you'll have room down to 172 on Nvidia. Be careful, folks. As we mark these out here on Nvidia, right here, we have a major resistance, and then there's our second level of resistance. So trying to come through the gate here, you're going to have a rough time this morning on Nvidia with low volume. Thank you on your spots. I appreciate you. We got 7 more. I love TikTok Live. We are at 24,000 likes. Lino Rocha, there he is. We always need our Lino Rocha. Let's go, Lino. Yes, it is. Thank you, my brother. PLTR. Yeah, you got to trade your A-plus setups today, all right? Don't start going outside of your rules this week, or you're going to have a very, very unpleasant Thanksgiving. Okay, my beauties? So just remember that. You must trade the rules this week. All right, PLTR, we are in a neutral state. We are in the whip zone above 157. You have room up to 159.65. We're going to call that 160. Right here at 160, we have major resistance, okay? So we want to get over 160, retest it, and then you'll have room up to 168 here on PLTR. Back under 154.45, we got a straight shoot down to 147 here on PLTR. Remember, this is not financial investment or tax advice. This is for education and training purposes only, and you must trade at your own risk. Trading is risky, traders, especially when you do not know what you're doing. You're just guessing, okay? So what I suggest you do this holiday weekend is get in the VIP, all right? Because you have a lot of days to start training, and now more than ever is where you get in to our VIP. You're going to head over to the Voss trading.com or click the links in the YouTube or TikTok bios. That'll get you to the same place. Get in there all weekend, start studying, start asking questions, and then by Monday of next week, you will be and know a lot more than you know now. IWM right now, we're in a neutral state. We are in the whip zone currently here on IWM. Our first level of resistance will be here at 237 and then 239 as we climb up to the higher time frames. As we pull this back to our execution time frame, you want to get above 237, 237, and then you'll have room up to 239. Above 239 with a retest, we have room up to 243 on IWM. To the downside, get under 233.79. You'll have room down to 231 and 229. I'm from India. Where are you from? Apple, let's do it. We are currently in a narrow state. We're in the whip zone here on Apple. As we start pulling this back here on the higher time frames, my beauty, we are going to start marking our major supports and resistance level. We got a triple bottom right here at 267, all right? So as we pull this back on Apple, above 272.43 on Apple, you'll have room up to 275 and then 276 here on Apple. Back under 270.51, you'll have room down to 267 and 265. Good morning, everybody. Over there on the tubes, Mr. Dave, everybody. Make sure on the tube, start hitting your screen, okay? Let those loves like the live. Let's go. Let's go. Voss Preet. My name is Voss Preet. All right, Google. Let's see what we got here on the Googs. Voss Preet. That was funny, Patrick. I like that. Patrick, yes, did you get that situation? Make sure your browsers are up to date at all times. Make sure your WAP app is up to date at all times, my friend. Okay? All right, on the Googs, as we pull this back here on our execution time frame, Lebanese Eagle, yes it is. Thank you, Lebanese. I appreciate you. Miss Rose, the beautiful Miss Rose, thank you for the heart me. Measy, thank you. Bill Boyle, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And Lino and Anya. We're in a narrow state. We are in position 2 to the upside here on Google. Remember, 70% of all new highs will fail. 312, 313, your whole number's up the board. You can look for that failure, okay? Remember, you are in position 2, heading into position 3. Be careful. Do not chase this to the upside. As we mark in our 50% retracement level, that is going to be right around 305. 305. Mark that down. Meta. Miss R, thank you, Miss R. Lebanese Eagle. That must be the facial blaster. Am I right? Let's go. Is the Lebanese Eagle the facial blaster? That is the question of the day. Meta, thank you so much, everybody. All right, let's see what we got here on Meta. We got 2 more TikTok. I love TikTok shop, and I love TikTok balloon. There's the facial blaster. Yes, it is. Thank you so much. All right, let's do Meta. Boom. Boom. All right, here we go on Meta. Right now, we're in a neutral state. We're in position 2. We're at 601. Hold that as support, okay? Then you'll have room up to 607 and 614 here on Meta. So make sure you mark that down. Get back under 589.99, and then you'll have room down to 580. 580. This will be a major support level right here, 580. So mark that down for a possible reversal on Meta. Zen Method. Yes, it is. Thank you, Zen. Thank you, George. Lebanese. Palo. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you. Katana Lim. We miss you, Katana Lim. Where the hell have you been? That rhymed. I didn't mean to rhyme that either. Okay. I just want to say that. I didn't mean to rhyme Katana Lim, where the hell have you been? All right, that's just happened. Hammer! Thank you, Hammer. Nvidia. We're here to make you laugh too, folks. All right, on Nvidia, as you can see, this is our whip zone right here. Woo! We're in the whip zone here on Nvidia. Coming up on Nvidia, we got some resistance right there, right? Some tight channels. Above 182, you have room up to 184, then 186, and then 190 on Nvidia. But watch those channels. They're a little tight. I want you under 176.78 for room down to 172 on Nvidia. How much net profit a day do you average from trading? $1.6 million, $327 million. UNH, don't worry about what I profit. Worry about what you're going to profit. If I can hit a baseball 600 feet, doesn't mean you're going to hit a baseball 600 feet if I teach you. Right now, we're in a narrow state on UNH. Yes, it is. Let's see what we got. We're in position 2 currently here on UNH. You got a straight shoot up to 3. Whoa. I almost hit that thing again, everybody. We almost did it again. 341. 341 here on UNH. Yes. All right. UNH, narrow state, and you have room up to 340.50, 341 area. Currently, that's your move to the upside. Your 50% retracement level is 323 here on UNH. Write that down. Under the whip zone of 318.98, you'll have room down to 315 and 305. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Thank you for the follows. Yes. If you're here for the first time, hit that follow button. We are on every day, Monday through Sunday. Good morning, JDH. Good to see you. Tesla! We're in a narrow state on Tesla. Is it going to the moon? Narrow state in the whip zone on Tesla. Whoa, there's that 5-minute 200. Whoa, there's that 15-minute 200. Wah, wah, wah. All right, hold on, folks. We're going to pull this back. Let me finish marking these beauties out for you. All right, here we go on the Tesla Rooney, the Test Man, the Tesla. Above 399, you got room up to 403 and 407 here on Tesla. Mark those major resistance points down. Under 390.60, you have room down to 383. That is your first stop. And then 369. Tracy, how are you, sweetheart? Tracy, make sure before we do AMD, they're tapping over there on the tubes. Everyone on the TikTok, on the tubes. Here we go. Tap. We're going to do a tap blitz. We're only at 50,000 over here on the tick of the talk. We love TikTok Shop. Make sure you head over to TikTok Shop and get all your needs. They have some great stuff over there, especially golf balls. They got some cheap golf balls over there, my friends. Right now, we are in a neutral state. We are in the whip zone over here on AMD. Yes, it is. Let's mark that out. Let's pull these back, my beauties. Very good here on AMD. Right here on AMD, we are in a neutral state. Above 207, we have room up to 212 on AMD. 212, okay? Back under 201, Tracy. Get under 201. You'll have room down to 195. Mr. Dave with the $1.99. Yes. Thank you, Mr. Dave. I appreciate you. Mr. Dave, get them tapping. It helps out tremendously on the tubes. Hit that like button. Let's go. Anthony Menendez, what's going on with XL? That usually means extra large. If that's too big for you, then go down to medium, okay? And if that's too large, if that's too tight for you, think about medium XL. Microsoft. Is medium XL even a thing? Is that a thing? They should come up with a medium XL. How do you like that, huh? One size for everybody. Right now, we are in the whip zone here. We are in a narrow state on a Microsoft. Yes, it is on Microsoft. Let's see what we got. Let's pull this back. Boom. All right, here we go on Microsoft. We are in a narrow state in that whip zone. Nothing's on wash this week, folks, because of the volume. Above 475.45, you'll have room up to 480 and then 496 here on Microsoft, okay? Back under 470.87 on Microsoft. Watch that 468 and 465 levels. Thank you. Thank you very much. What else are we looking at, my beauties? GLD. All right. We are in a narrow state. We are in the whip zone on GLD. 5-minute looks delicious, but those higher time frames are a doozy, aren't they? Aren't those higher time frames a doozy? We got to watch those babies. Woo! Bam. All right, here we go on GLD. You got to get above 376. 376, write that down. You'll have room up to 377 and 379 on GLD. Back under 373, under the whole number, you'll have room down to 372 and 371. A little tight channel here on GLD as we come into the holiday week. We tighten those channels up, okay? Google. So on the Googaroonies, my beauties, what you got to be careful is 70% of all new highs will fail. Uno, fail. Dos, fail. Tres, fail. Cuatro will fail as well. Okay? We are in a narrow state. That is your move up to the upside. Watch your whole numbers. Right here at 306, 305 area is where your 50% is going to be. A 305, 306 area. Mark that down. If you stay above 305, you can look long. Under 305 with a retest, you're looking short here on Google. Let's go, let's go. Tablets. We're at 64. We're going to do a 2-minute tablets over there on the YT and over here on the talk. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, go. Everybody on the tubes, let's go. Ken Clark, thank you for the follow. Thank you, Adorable Dad. Thank you, Hector, Isaiah, Daniela, Eudalina, Candy, my girl, Candy, Angela Believer, Powder. Thank you so much. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Thank you, Sean, for the follow. Inferno, thank you, my friend. BD, good luck. K. Braden, hello. XRP to the moon. Of course, we're going to do that next, okay? XRP to the moon. How did I know, Menendez, that you were going to trade XRP? How did I know that? Yes, my children are all here. They are all sick. One has 103 fever. The other one has no fever but has a bad cold. It just never ends. Once September hits, forget it. I should have the world's greatest immune system. Right now, we are in a neutral state on XRP above 209,998. You have room up to 215 here on XRP. 215. Above that with a retest, you'll have room up to 225 here on XRP. You want to get under 202.21. And then you'll have room down to 197.56. Hello, Lenny Lee. How are you, my friend? You're welcome, Anthony Menendez. Make sure you hit that follow button. Good to see you. Make sure we're tapping. Netflix to the moon. Let's go, let's go. Let's get physical. Yes, it is the VIP. You are going to head over to get in. You think you all would know this by now. Head over to the VossTrading.com. Yes, it is the VossTrading.com. That's where you get into the VIP. You can also access that through our TikTok and YouTube profile. Netflix, we are in a narrow state. We are in position 1 to the downside here on Netflix. As we pull this back here on Netflix, make sure we're hammering those roses, everybody. When you see those goals up, just go hammer them, all right? Go hammer those babies. On Netflix, above 105.35, you'll have room up to 107 here on Netflix, all right? 107 will be your first stop on Netflix, and then 110 1050 on NFLX. Currently, you're in a narrow state. You're in position 1-2, the downside. You got room down to 99.50. Watch $100. $100 right here will be a major, major demand area. Mark that down, my beauties. NQ. Let's go, NQ. What do you all do for Thanksgiving? Where are you all going as we mark out NQ here? Put it in the chat. Where is everybody going for Thanksgiving? This is a great time to talk to family and friends. Soon as they mention the word trading, your eyes should go, boom. And what are you going to ask them at the dinner table, my beauties? What is the one thing you are going to ask them at dinner? Oh, you're working, Blaster? All right. God bless you. You were going to ask them, what state was your stock in? The last stock that you traded, what state was it in? And they're going to tell you the state that they live in. And you go, no, no, no. NQ, above 24,598. You got room up to 24,828 and 24,990. Mark these three levels down here on NQ. As we pull this back under 24,285.75, you got room down to 24,198 and 24,84. Mark those down, my beauties. Well, thank you for your service, Facial. Healthcare, man. That's important. Thank you so much. Everyone right now, W in the chat for the Facial Blaster, please. W in the chat for the Facial Blaster. Let's go, let's go. Right now on Apple, above 272.43, we have room up to 275 on Apple. 275 will be your first stop here on Apple. Under 270.51, you have room down to 267 on Apple. Mark that down, please. Mark that down. Thank you. Thank you very much. Boom, 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 boom. QCOM, Billy Jack, there he is. Yes, it is. The Billy Jack is here. And then we're going to head over to the Hood of Robin. All right, QCOM to the moon. Above 165. Nothing goes to the moon, folks. Okay, nothing. We can't even get to the moon anymore here in the United States. Above 165, we have room up to 169 and 172 on QCOM. Billy Jack, you want to get under 161.42, you'll have room down to 159 here on QCOM. He is. Let's go, the tubes. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Robinhood? Yes. The Hood of Robin. Let's go, my babies. Are we ready? Are we? I would never use their software to trade, but you can trade this beautiful stock if you want. All right, here on the Hood of Robin, we are in an arrow state. We are in the whip zone. Above 109.16. We got room up to 111 and 113 here on Robinhood. He is. Above 106.84. You have room down to 102 here on Robinhood. Let's go, let's go. Hello, Finjo Lama. Yes, John McGarvey. Yes, it is, my friend. You always want room to your next support or resistance. So if you're trading to the upside, you need room, okay? You don't want to trade into support or resistance that's too close to you. John McGarvey, you always want to make sure you have room for at least minimum 1-to-1 to take a trade. Minimum. Katana Lim. Yes. Thank you, Katana Lim. You're welcome, Mr. McGarvey. I love that name, John McGarvey. At first, I thought it said John MacGyver. You're welcome. Zen Method, yes, it is. There goes Zen. Be like Zen. Be like Zen, everybody. There he goes. Zen Method with the first rose goal. Now we got to hit a little money, gunny. All right, hold on, everybody. All right, let's go, my beauties. What do we got? Apple? We just did Apple, but we'll do it again for you, okay? Apple, right now, you're in a neutral state. You are in the whip zone here on Apple. Above 272.43, you got room up to 275.50 and then 276. Apple under 270.51, 267 and 265. Mark them down. Let's go. SoFi. Hadrian Rodriguez. Thank you, Hadrian. Zen Method with the first money gun. Thank you, my Zen. All right, SoFi, we are in a neutral state. We are in position 1. Be careful. Your 5-minute 200 is right there. All right? Your 5-minute 200 is right there. As we pull this back above $25.71, so get above $26 here on SoFi. You'll have room up to $27 and $27.35. Right up here around $27, we got major resistance on SoFi. That is going to be a major supply area for some shorts. So be careful at $27. Back under $24.78. You got room down to $23.50. Boeing coming right up for you. Good morning, Fit Wakely. How are you, my friend? Boeing, here we go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We are at 98,000. Cheers. 98. Let's go. Let's get to 200. Let's get to 200. Teamwork makes the dream work. Oh, we got to get rid of all of these. Let's start over here on Boeing. Yes. All right. Here we go on the Boweroonies. Are we ready? Boeing. Remember everyone thought this was crashing out? We are in position 1. We are in a narrow state. We got room up to 181.50. The golden goose here, everybody, the golden goose here on Boeing is above 181.50. Above that, with a retest, you have room up to 189. 189 on Boeing. Mark that down. Okay? Under 178.98, you'll have room back down to 177 on Boeing. All right, my beauties? Let's go, let's go, let's go. We got one money gun left on the board. Who's eating it? Who's eating that money gun? Uber. We love TikTok Shop. Everybody in the chat right now, put I love TikTok Shop. I love TikTok Shop. Yes, it is the Facial Blaster. Thank you, my facial. Jessica Day, thank you, sweetheart, for the rose. I appreciate you. All right, here we go. No alerts this week, Daniela. Low volume in the markets. SPY. Don't think you're going to the moon either today, folks. Miss Market, we are in a narrow state. We're in position 1. We got room up to 667. Ahmed, hello, my friend. How are you? Above 667 with a retest, you have room up to 673.50 here on Miss Market. Under 658, you got room down to 651. What I need everyone to be careful about today is this, okay? Remember, this is Thanksgiving this week. You don't want to lose this week. The granddaddy gets hungry, okay? So this is what we're going to do. Hold on. Be careful with granddaddy. The granddaddy gets hungry. Hungry. See, hungry. He eats your profits. He hungry. Look, hungry. Yes, be careful. He will eat your profits this week. Hungry. Let's go. Uber. Did you guys like that? That was pretty cool, right? Did you like that? You know what I'm saying? Did we like that? You see the mouth going up and down? No? All right. I thought it was good, man. I thought it was good, man. All right, Uber. We are in a narrow state on the Uber Rudies. Amazing. Oh. My kids had me doing Elmo voice this morning. All right now we are in a narrow state. Uber, you got room up to $85 and then $89.60 on Uber. So this is what we're going to do with Uber. Let me give you a little something. If we get to move to the upside right here, are we going long right there to the upside, traders? Yes or no? Nope. Why not, Billy Garcia? Why not, Charvez? Why not, Todd? That is a poke through. We need the bloody retest. All right. Now, most traders, when they see a second green candle, they're like, I'm getting in. Nope. Market cycle. Wait for the pullback. And then we hammer that thing to the upside. Up to 89.60. All right. Under 82.96, you'll have room down to 81.43 and then $80. Folks, you got to be patient in the market. All right. You got to be patient in the market as a trader, because if you're not patient, you're going to do this a lot. It went without me. It went without me. All right, UNH, right now we are in a narrow state. We are in a position to the upside here. Right there is our daily 20, all right? Right there is our daily 20. 331.50 is our daily 20, and then 340.50, okay? So be careful. All I want you to focus on right now is your move to the upside. Your 50% level here is 323. Mark that down. What does that mean? Here at 323, what does that mean? I want everyone to tell me what 323 means. That line that's going across, that is your 50% retracement level. What does that mean? Christoph, amateurs only have pre-market up. Professionals don't give a damn about pre-market. If you hold 323, you can look for longs. Under 323, you're looking for shorts. Okay? Market. Good job, Christoph. Good job. Yes, Aiden. Anthony Menendez. Yes, it is. Good job. PayPal. All right. We're learning. I like it. All right, right now on PayPal, we're in a neutral state. We're in position 1 here on PayPal. As we start marking out our major support and resistance levels. Whoop. This is what we got on the PayPal. Neutral. We got room up to $62.14, $62 here on a PayPal. All right, above 62 with a retest, you'll have room up to $65 on PayPal. Back under $59.54, you got room down to $58 on PayPal. Shelly Stringer, let's go, my Shelly. Yes. MU. MU right now, we're in a no. Hold on. I thought we did this before. Then I could tell the whip zone right away. No, we did not. No. We got a pivot there? Yes, unfortunately. All right, here we go on MU. We are in a neutral state. Your first stop on this will be 216.38. Above 216.38 with a retest, you will have room up to 231 on MU. You want to get under 204, traders, okay? So what you want to be careful for a short here, we do not trade into a hold number. That is a hold number right there. We got to get under the hold number. We want to retest that hold number, and then we can take that short down to 192.50 here on MU. Hello, Akeem. Akeem is on fire. How are you, the dream? If you're here for the first time, everybody, let me see you hit that follow button right now, and we're going to give you a shout out as we speak. Let's give the new followers a shout out. Here we go. Get down a limb, follow. Thank you. Akua, Christoph with the follows. Samos with the follow. Yes, it is. Miss Tebby with the follow. Thank you, Miss Tebby. Thank you. Who else hit that follow button, everybody? We're going to give you a shout out here for the next 20 seconds. Whoa, Lebanese with the corgi. Thank you, Lebanese. Zen Method, JL Haba. Thank you. Appreciate you. Hello. What are we looking at over there on the tubes? Make sure we're tapping over there. Mr. Dave, let's do a tap blitz over there on the tubes, all right? Let's see those numbers go skyrocketing up. Sardo Flip with the follow. Lebanese is now the title gifter of the Finger Hearts. W, Lebanese Eagle in the chat. W, Lebanese. All W's in the chat for Lebanese Eagle. Google, Midwest, what's up? Midwest, you know, on the Googaroonies, 70% of all new highs will fail, all right? You had one here. 1, 2, 3. All right. This will be the fourth on Google. So what you got to do, Midwest, is you got to mark your 50% retracement level to the upside. Bam. It's going to be right here. 307. Mark that down. 307. You stay above that. You can look for some A-plus setups to the upside. Under 307, you're looking for A-plus setups to the downside. You're not chasing that to the upside, folks. Tesla, I love you, Lebanese Eagle. Thank you. Tesla to the moon. All right now on Tesla, we are in an arrow state. We're in position 1, but Tesla's got, some resistance here at 403 and 407 on Tesla. You want to get above that 407, all right? Let's get up there. Let's retest it, and let's go to 435 here on Tesla. Remember, this is not financial investment or tax advice. This is for education purposes only, and you must trade at your own risk. Under 390.60, you have room down to 383 and 369 on Tesla. Let's go. We need the wizard. We got a wizard, everybody. I think we got one coming up. We got a stocktologist over here. A stockologist. The stocktologist. That's his name. What the hell? We're going to do it. We're going to do it because I love you guys. We got the stocktologist over here on the YT. Yes, it is. Hello, stocktologist. Do you have anything to say to the wizard? He said broke resistance. Wizard, stocktologist said that Tesla broke resistance. What do we think about this? It broke resistance, everybody. We're right here, but it broke resistance. That was the wizard of the day. Yes, it is. Meta. Daniel, where the hell have you been, Daniel? Meta, let's go. stocktologist. We never had one of them before. We are in a neutral state here on Meta. We are in position 2. You got room up to 607 and 614 on Meta. Coming back under that whip zone, under 589.99, you'll have room back down to 580. Nothing but excellence. What's up, my pop-up? I hear you, Daniel. We miss you, my brother. Daniela Yulina. We got one more rose gold, my beauties. Are we ready for it? Let's break the TikTok record for roses, how fast we can break it. All right? It is 2 minutes. Can we break the TikTok record? We love TikTok Shop. We love TikTok Shop. MSTR. What's up, Pakistani? How are you, my brother? All right, MSTR for Pakistani. We are in a neutral, bearish state. We're in the whip zone currently here. We got room, Pakistani, up to 178. 178 will be your first stop here. And then you'll have room up to 190. All right, Pakistani? To the downside. Let's bring these babies back. Whoa. There it is. Let's pull this back. All right, Pakistani, 178 will be your first stop here on MSTR. Yes. Above 178 with a retest, you'll have room down to 190. 190. Back under 169.72, we got room down to 157. Thank you, Wandering Bob, for the follow. I appreciate you, Wandering. Anyone who follows, we're going to give you a shout out now. Thank you, Destiny, for the follow. There it is. Daniel Zen follow. Yes. Yeah! Jury Broly with the follow. Let's go, my babies. PLTR, Christy Peak. Good job, everybody. Thank you, guys, man. That's teamwork. Love you all. I love you all. I want you to win at this. Let's go. PLTR, we are in a neutral state. I'll give you an arrow. All right. Above 157, you have room up to 160. 160. Above 160 with a retest, you have room up to 168. Under 154.50, you'll have room down to 147. Let's go. We want to win. Get in that VIP and let's win together. Let's go. Let's go. The Voss Trading.com loves TikTok Shop. Right there is where you get into that VIP, and that's where we're going to teach you how to trade properly. All right? Don't forget, we have live training tomorrow night in the VIP at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Katana Lim. Yes, Nvidia. All right. Got to fight through it, folks. If you're struggling right now in the market, you got to fight it. You got to fight through it. That's how this works. Nvidia above 182, you have room up to 183.50 and 186, and then 190 on Nvidia. Those are your three levels to the upside. Under the whip zone of 178, you have room down to 177, and then 172.50 on Nvidia. What is the one thing you struggle with in the market? One thing, one word. Put it in the chat. What is the one thing you struggle with in this market? Put it. Go. Anthony, seriously think about the VIP. All right, we're going to help you a lot. Exit, patience, buying, maximizing profits. That's good. Taking profit, exiting. Okay, exiting. Remember, traders, okay? Here's a freebie for you today. When we enter a trade, okay, we're going to take this, Tesla, above 407.21. When we get into a trade, All right, we're going to wait for that retest. Right here. When you enter this trade for a long and your stock starts moving up to the upside, based on your entry, you already know where your exit's going to be. You already know where your exit's going to be, my beautiful traders, based on your risk to reward. Once you hit your 1-to-1 or 2-to-1, you get out. You're out of the trade. You're not holding on for dear life. You're not holding on. I want more. I want more. The market cycle won't give you more. Okay? That's what you have to remember. That's why I preach market cycle over and over and over and over again. Your risk to reward, Tiana. You're 1-to-1 or you're 2-to-1, and you get the hell out of there. Do you see me holding on over and over and over? I want more. The market can't give you more. It's the cycle of the market. It won't give you more, okay? Remember that, traders. Remember, the market just doesn't go up, 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 all right? So based on your risk to reward on Tesla here, let me show you. If you're like, I want more, Voss, well, you're not going to get more. The cycle, you got to get in. Remember, the professional, you see this move to the upside right here? The professional gets 2 pieces of that move to the upside, or 1, okay? The amateur is trying to catch the whole thing, and they wind up losing. You are not catching the whole thing. You will never catch the whole thing. Get that out of your mind right now. You will never, ever catch a whole move. Never. There's no such thing. You are taking pieces of it. Pieces of it. That's all you're doing based on 1-to-1 and you're 2-to-1. Right there. That's all you got, folks. That's all Miss Market is going to give you when she cycles. No. Tiana, based on your trade. So if your trade, let's say you take this long to the upside right here. Let's say you're entering long right there, okay? This is 421. This is a $1.50 move right here. $1.50 risk to reward right here. For a 1-to-1, you need to make at least $1.50 to the upside. And you get it right here. What happens? You cycle. Your risk to reward on your entry to your risk determines what your risk is, okay? Good job, Miss Terry. Good job, Miss Terry. What else are we looking at? $1.50 is massive, yes. But when you know how to trade and you know how to enter properly, and when you get there, you actually kind of want that a little more. Hims and hers. That's why trading is risky, my beautiful traders. It's amazing how many people just get into a trade. They have no idea where they're going, and they have no idea where they're getting out. That's like, okay, I'm going to drive to Florida. Well, how are you getting there? My car. Do you know how you're getting there? No, I'm just going to drive, and hopefully I run into Florida. Well, I don't want to go with you on that trip. Here we are. We are in a neutral state on Hims and Hers. We are in the whip zone on Hims and Hers. Above 35 ANA, you have room up to $36 and $37 on Hims and Hers. Under 34.19, watch the whole number, 34. You'll have room down to 33 on Hims and Hers. Yes, the VIP is where you're going to learn all of this. Risk to reward, cycle out reversal, break a structure, A-plus setups, supply and demand zones, and much, much more. We are also going to review your trades for you to tell you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong so you can start tweaking. Trading takes time, folks, to get good at this. Takes time. I'm going to warn you that now. Good morning, Mr. Jenkins. How are you? Baba. But if you're willing to learn and you love trading and you're willing to practice in the simulator, trading the live market and learning what we teach you in the VIP, you're going to get better. All right? You're going to get better. But you got to be able to handle the hits Miss Market gives you because you're not going to be good for a while. I'm just telling you that now, all right? Unfortunately, I wish. But the VIP is going to speed up your learning curve for sure. Right now, we're in a neutral state. We're in position 2. Right here, 161. That is a major resistance point, and 162. Above this with a retest, you'll have room up to 166 here on Baba. It's amazing that your 50% retracement level is right around 158. That's where that pivot is. Under 158 with a retest, you're coming back to 155. Mighty, hello, Mighty. Yes, it is. Thank you, Mighty. Right now, if you hit that follow button, we are going to give you a shout out. Let's go. Let's go. I got the shivers. Yo, yo, yo. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you, Mighty. Daniela Yulina. JDM, the Lebanese Eagle, Daniela, Anya Spats, Official KK, Shelly Stringer, Andrew the Believer, he's believing. Bill Boyle, thank you so much. Miss Rose Measy, I appreciate you. George, the Facial Blaster, Paolo, Zen Method, Hammer, Candy, Powder again, Marcus, Hector, Isaiah, Adorable Dad, JDM, K. Braden, Bill Boyle Jr. Thank you, Junior. Thank you so much. Oh, who's that? Finjo Lama. I like that name. Finjo Lama. Thank you. Hadrian Rodriguez. K. Braden, Shabazz Bailey, Jessica Day. Is there do you have a cousin named Jessica Knight? I'm just curious. Lino Rocha. Yes. To Fang. Look at all of these beautiful people. Look at them all. Jules Swims, Pop Pop, Eddie G. Look at all these donators. Mighty. Only Dan, JL Haba. Thank you, everyone, for all those donations. I appreciate you. I love you. I'm here to help you. I want you to win. Mason Camlets. Thank you, my Mason. I want you to win. I want you to win. Yes, we did, Kevin, the other day. I want you to win. Mats Murakami. Not in the VIP, though. Poseidon. The Qs. You got it. Let's do some Qs. Real quick on the Qs, all right? We are in a neutral state, position 1. You have room up to 603 and 613 here on the Qs, all right? Back under 589, you have to get under the whole number with a retest. You don't get under it this way. You retest it. Then you'll have room down to 581. All right? We'll be back on tomorrow, everybody. Have a fabulous day. VIP traders, we're going to get in that VIP chat room right now. Love you all so much. Have an amazing, remember, volume's low this week. Trade smart. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody. They should have fired that defensive coordinator about 6 weeks ago.